Hi everybody, so this video is about the Prezi tutorial for the beginners. So in this video, we will actually learn about how can we use the Prezi as the beginner. Okay, so let's just begin. So first of all, let's just go into the Google. So from here, we actually need to search for the Prezi here. And let's just click on the Prezi. Okay, so as you can see that we are inside the landing page of the Prezi. So we use the Prezi primarily for the presentations to create the presentation, and we can also use it to create the videos and the infographics. Okay, so now let's just try the Prezi. So click on the get started, and from here you can simply create the account by filling up this detail here, or you can also use the Google, Facebook or the Apple account here directly. So I'll simply sign up with my Google account. Okay, so click on the continue. And as you can see that we have the different packages here. So we have the standard package for the personal use, we have the plus package for the expert visual communicator, and we have the premium for the business professionals. So if you go into the students and the educator, I think we have the different packages here. And for the business, as you can see that we have the different packages. But I will simply go with the basic package here, which is actually the free here. So let's click on the continue with the basic. And I will simply skip this. Let's just click on the educator here and college or the university. Okay, so with the Prezi, as you know that we can create the presentation, we can record the video, and we also can create an infographic here. So right now I'll just simply skip this. So as you can see that if you want to create the presentation, you simply click here. If you want to create the video, you simply click here, and if you want to create the infographics, you simply click here. And we also have the library. And in the library, you can have the presentations, you can have the videos, and you can have the infographics. And in the last, we have the brand kit. So the brand kit is actually the part of the pro version. So simply go back to the presentations. And from here, we will learn to create the presentation in the Prezi. Okay, so we can create the presentation with the template, or we can build the custom template with the AI, or we can start from the scratch. So I'll simply use the template here. So we have these templates here, so we can simply choose any template from here. So I would actually go with something simple here. So I think we can go with this mind map here. So this is a really simple template. So let's click here and use this template. So it would be the first presentation and share with anyone on the web. So I'm actually using the mouse right now. So I'll simply click on the OK here. And as you can see that we have our template here. So we have the assets here, we have our presentation here, and we have our frame here. Okay, so here as you can see that we have the style, we have the frame, we have the text, media, shape, story block, and in the more we have the animation, presenter notes, and the library. Okay, so now let's click on the style here. So in the style, I can actually change the background color of our presentation. We can also change the color palettes if we wanted to. And I can also change the style of the text here. And we also have the brand kit and the watermark. So let's click on the background. And I actually want to change the background color here. So if you want to use the image as the background, you can do it from here. So you have the free images and you also have the premium images. And you can also upload your own image here. And if you just want to go with the background color, you can simply do it from here. So let's click here. And from here, you will be able to select the background color. So right now, I'll just simply go with the background image. So that would be the background image. I think this would work fine. Okay, so as you can see here, we have changed the background here. So if you wanted to change the color palettes, you can simply do it from here. So we have the default palettes here, as you can see here, and in the end, we have the template palette. And you can even create your own palette here. Okay, so after that we have the text style. So in the text style, you can actually change the formatting of the text here. As you can see here, we have these default styles that you can use for your presentation, and you also can create your own style here. So the one thing that I'm really impressed about the Prezi presentation here, that is zoom in and zoom out animations. So if I just click on the frame here, you will be able to see the animation here. So in the similar way, if I just click on the second frame or the second slide, so this is how your slide will animate when you try to move forward in the presentation. So if I just go to the fourth slide here, so this is how it would animate. So if I just go to the last slide here, this is how it is going to animate. So this is a really impressive way of the presentation. Alright, so how can we create these frames here? So these are actually the frames, and the frames that are you watching here are actually the part of this template. So if you want to add your own frame, so let's just say I want to create a text here. All right, so this would be here. So here I just want to write down the end. Okay, so I can change the color here, so that would be the white color. So let's just change the color here, and I need to align it to the center, and I can also convert this into the list, and I can also give the outdent and indent here. And we also have the other options. The first one is the animation here. If I want to add the animation, I can simply do it from here. And if I want to add this text into my library, I can do it from here. So I can fill the color from here. So if I just wanted to make the text italic, I can do it from here. Make the text bold from here. And you can increase the size of the font, and we can set the size of the font just by giving a direct value here. And I can decrease the font size from here. And here we have the different fonts from where I can choose the font of our text. And here we have the text style, so whether it is the title or the subtitle or the subtitle 2 or the body. All right, so you got the idea here. So how can I create the frame here? So it is really easy. What you need to do, you will simply click the frame here, and you have to go to the portion where you actually want to create the animation here. So I think I would actually go here, and let's just zoom it in, and I think this would look fine. So let's click here, and this is actually the new frame here. So in the last we have the end frame. So let's just say I'm actually at this slide, and I just want to end the presentation. So I just simply click on the last slide, and this would animate like this. Okay, so this is how we can add the frame to our slide. And let's just click on the media here, and as you can see in the media we have the different options. So let's click on the image, and you will be able to see the free images here. So let's just try to add this image here, and we can add the image in this way. So if I just do the right click here, if I try to put it to the back, and this is how we can put this to the back. All right, so let's just put it down, and I need to increase the size of the image here. I think this would look okay, and we can put the end here, and this is looking fine. All right, so let's try to add this into the center. Okay, so this is into the center here. All right, so we have added the image. So in the similar way, you can add the shapes if you wanted to. You can add the new story block. Okay, so let's go back to our second last slide, and from here, if I just want to jump into the last slide, this is how it will look. And let me just go into the present here, and let's just start the presentation from the start. So this is how it will work. Okay, so this is how it is working. Okay, so this is how we create the presentation in the Prezi, and this is how the slides translate in the Prezi. I really like this type of the transition because it is a really engaging way to connect with your audience. Okay, so let's just skip this and go back. Okay, so let me just zoom it out from here. All right. Okay, so what is the story block here? So as you can see here, we have this slide as a story block. So if you just want to add something like this, you will simply click on the story block, and you can explore the different templates of the storyboard here. So right now I will just simply go with this map here, and from here I will simply choose the world map. Okay, so let me just decrease the size of this world map just to give you the idea how does it work. So a story block is something like it has the multiple slides. So as you can see that we have the 13 and the 14th slide included. So if I just click on our the end slide, and if I just try to move to the next slide, which is actually the next story block, and from here I can actually add the new slides here as a new story. So this is how you can add the story block, and this is how you can click here, you can go back, and we also have this 15 to 16 topic, and this is how you can go back to the main slide. Just consider the story block as a subsection of the main section of the slide. So this is how we can add the story block if you wanted to, and in the story block you can add the slides as you add the slides here. So this is how we create the presentation in the Prezi, and this is how you can play around with the Prezi here by yourself. And if you wanted to create the video, you can simply do it from here. If you want to create the infographic, you can simply do it from here. So we have the templates for the infographic here. So you can start with the template in the infographic here. So if I just click on the start from the template, you can select any template of the infographic from here, and you can also start from the scratch. So if I just click on the timeline title here, so you can see the template here of the infographic. We can use this template. So click on the use this template, sample anyone on the web, and you can see the template here of the infographic. So you can simply edit the template from here. As you can see here, we can add the animation, we can change the color, we can change the font, and we can also explore the other options here. So let's just click on the play here. So from here you can see the infographic with the animation here. So this is how we can create or use the infographics in the Prezi. So let's go back. So this is all for this video. If you really find this useful, hit the like button and subscribe the channel.